my gosh. Oh, it's a magnet.
All right, go ahead and give me a mic check. Give me a mic check.
Mic check. Test. Mic check.
Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Quick.
Test.
Give it another check.
Mel check. Test.
Greg check.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, we are live. Here we are, getting ready for a little JV action.
Thanks for joining us with the Bench Warmers broadcast tonight. 5:45, we will start this game. We've got the JV River Falls Wildcats against the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abes. They are in the purple and white, or purple uniforms, and we've got our Wildcats in their white home uniforms tonight. Greg, I think I'll be interested to see. I don't know a lot about this JV Memorial team. They've got a JV team and a JV2 team. A lot of girls in their program right now, which looks great. Got a few juniors on this team. It looks like 4 juniors, a couple sophomores, and then about 3 freshmen on this JV team. So will be fun to see how they match up tonight against our River Falls Wildcat JV team.
Yeah, you hearing me okay, Melissa?
I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, looking, they had, from what I hear, a good week of practice. Mm-hmm. And I think they're, Eau Claire Memorial, I talked to head coach Brandon Fanning earlier this week, and he talked about, that's a little better. Yeah, whatever you did there. Yeah, there you go.
Nice, Justin.
So, yeah, and Coach Fanning talked about they're pretty almost the exact similar situation River Falls has. They have like a trio of sophomores on the varsity, so they're pretty young as well. But they have like 2 senior leaders. But kind of where I'm going with that, JV wise, there's some of their stronger 9th and 10th graders are on varsity playing, so fairly. But should be a good. Memorial is usually a pretty strong program. They last year they had a freshman guard that ended up making the all-conference team, and I'm not 100%. She was injured the last 2 games, but I'm not 100% sure if she's playing tonight. But I didn't see her on the walking in with the team, so I'm guessing not. But
yeah, she had a concussion, I think, right?
Yep,
Greg?
she did. Yep.
Yeah, that's rough. You never
so I
know
think
how
with
long
some
it's
injuries, and they might have had even another player or 2 come up off of JV. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm looking forward to a good game. I'm going to go get my glasses real quick.
Sounds good. While Greg's getting his glasses, if you that are joining in on the broadcast here, at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the River Falls girls basketball flat fans. For all of our home games, we've got flat fans in the stands. And so we just dropped the information there. I think it is still open until the 6th of January.
I think so, yeah.
Go out to that helmerprinting.com, do /flat fans, and enter the code RFGBB2020, and that'll bring you in. And then go ahead and submit your photo. And it's a good fundraiser going back to the River Falls girls basketball So if you haven't got there yet, if you don't have a fan in the stand, go ahead and do that today.
Yeah, and we'll be featuring, kind of panning through and talking about some of those fans in the stands tonight as we go through the night tonight. I see we've got our youngest fan in the stands tonight. I think 1-month-old Jameson Hunter Dulas here to watch his stepsister, Jordan Torres. So I call him Little Wiley, but I imagine he'll be a running back for the River Falls Wildcats someday. Point guard, shooting guard. We'll see what happens with Wiley, but our youngest Wildcat in the fans, ready to start our game here.
Here we go. Old Abe's inbounding Allison Duerkop. Passes it in to number 2. That's Annika Skolas. Inside to a wide open Chloe McKinley. She misses the bunny, but rebounded by the Old Abe's.
Good stop there by Jordan Torres down low. Picking up somebody who's not her defending. She's not defending.
McKinley and Randleman. No, excuse me, that's not McKinley. That's number 21, Hadley Ska. And she's fouled by Becca Randleman. And Ska will go to the line for 2 shots as referee Gary Campbell calls Randleman with the hack.
Yeah.
And Greg, as we go through the game, the clock is not running on my side here, so I'll have to work on that. But if you want to just hit the time every once in a while, that'd be great.
Sure. Justin, there's 15:30 left in this first half.
Wow, perfect. Good timing.
That clock could be kind of tricky with our technology.
And Ska up and in for both free throws. Old Abe's put on the press. High pressure, but the Wildcats do a good job of breaking that. There's a three-pointer that's rebounded by the Wizard of Oz, Emily Van Osdol. There's a three-point by Cheyenne Wilson, just long off the back of the iron, rebounded by Randleman.
Oh.
Stolen by the Old Abe's, Allison Duerkop. Melissa, the Wildcats got some pretty good looks at it.
Yeah, they did. Rebounded well. I don't think they were ready for that press, but they did a nice job bringing the ball up the court.
Old Abe's ahead by 2 to zip in the early going, 14:40 left in the first half. On the court for the Wildcats, Wilson, Van Osdol, Randleman, Burke, and Torres. Rebound by Cheyenne Wilson. Here come the Wildcats. Well, Wildcats are 3-0 on the season. Is that right, Melissa?
Yeah, the JV is 3-0. Yes. They haven't played as many games as varsity. They were
in and out of the hands of Burke. Picked up by Hadley Ska, and here come the Old Abe's.
Old Abe's 2, Wildcats 0. 14 left in this half. We play 16-minute halves for the JV and 18 for the varsity.
Torres gets away with a trip. Randleman picks it up, goes coast to coast. A little loose ball, rebounded by Torres, and she's fouled. Torres will go to the line for 2 shots.
Good hustle by Torres, getting back and anticipating maybe a weak side rebound or rebound on that fast break.
Randleman kind of slipped out of her hands right before she went to lay it up, and Torres scooped up the offensive rebound, and she was fouled by Chloe McKinley. That's her first, and both teams with 1 foul apiece.
Torres just short on that first of 2 free throws.
Rebounded by Burrell for the Old Abe's. Well, Memorial JV team looks big and fast.
They do. They're doing a good job of working the ball around, having patience, getting it down low.
They got a nice off-the-ball screen, and that got Candace Burrell wide open, and she scores 2. It's a four-point lead for the Old Abe's. They're going to call a blocking foul on Ska. How would you pronounce that name? Ska.
Yeah. And if we have any Memorial folks out in listening tonight, and let us know if we're saying any names wrong, and we'll fix that.
Just use the YouTube app, and you can chime in, and we'll abide by the correct pronunciation. Old Abe's with a Little pressure once again, broken in and out of the hands of Torres and picked up by Duerkop. That pressure, Melissa, that the Old Abes are putting on there, the Wildcats are, that's inside to McKinley. She's up and good with the left hand. And the Old Abes are up by 6 with 12:58 remaining in the first half. Wildcats are breaking the pressure, Melissa, but then they're just sort of getting an extra rush in as soon as they set up, and it's causing some turnovers.
Yes.
Well, it's part of a pressure zone or a pressure defense, right? Get you moving too quick and making quick decisions. Get it across half court, slow it down, run your offense.
Torres shot no good on the other end, and that last rebound was by Burrell. Burrell's been tough down low in the early going for Memorial.
She has. They do a good job flashing inside.
There's a three-point attempt on the baseline by Ska. No good. Rebounded by Lily Burke.
She pushes the ball up the court. Now we're going to set up our offense here. Van Alzo pulls it out for a second. And she takes it to the hoop. Nice move.
The Wizard of Oz all the way to the rack. And number 13 is a lucky number for the Wildcats as they get their first two on the board, and 11:59 remaining in the first half. Old Abe's up by 4, 6-2. McKinley posting up Torres down low on the block. Torres, good defense.
Lots of patience by this Memorial team. You can tell they've got some veterans on the court, some juniors. Let's see, Greg. Who do we have on the court?
McKinley from the baseline. No good. Rebounded by Burke. Here come the Wildcats.
A junior, a sophomore.
Yeah, Burrell's a junior.
freshman.
Duerkop's a junior.
Kick it out to Burke. Burke shoots the three.
No good, and that's rebounded by Hadley Ska. She's been very active in the early going. Little hesitation move by Ska, right around Randleman, all the way to the hole. And Ska with two more. Old Abe's up by 6. 10:57 left in the first half. Nice pass from Van Osdel into Torres. And I believe they're going to call a foul on Burrell. That'll be her second. Well, you know what? That's her first.
Is it?
Justin Wilson did a good job as Jordan Torres is up and good for her first free throw. In for the Wildcats, number 45, Whiter, and number 20, Brooklyn Bishop, also
Nice.
in for the Wildcats.
And Jordan Torres makes both of those free throws. We've got a 4-8 game.
Number
10:51.
Number 30, Callie Mitchell, in for the Old Abes, along with Skolos, Burrell, Jordan Peed, and number 11, who is not on the roster. We'll call her number 11, Melissa.
Nice
Van
move there.
Ossel, nice move to the hole. Kicks it out to Randleman, but she's going to be called with the foul, I think, on the floor.
Yes.
Wildcats out of bounds on the baseline.
Foul on the pass. Just kicking it out. We've got some shout-outs here. Myrna Donovan's watching from Balsam Lake. We've got Kathy and Bob Rosedal in Rochester. Rick Flood, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Is watching from Maple Street. Thanks for tuning in, Rick.
Nothing but the bottom of the net from Jordan Peed, the freshman. Old Abe's up by 6, 10-4, 10:18 left in the first half. Becca Randleman to the baseline, no good. Rebounded by Skolos. The dancer, Daphne Whiter, working hard down low. 2 more points for Jordan Peed. She had a nice little hook and off the hoop.
Wildcats are doing a good job managing this press. I just like to see them once they break it, slow it down, set up the offense.
Well, Melissa, they one thing that, as Burke comes back in for the Wildcats, and it looks like Allie Rixman is now in too. The Old Abe's, Coach Lumen's going to take a timeout, and we're going to dive in and see what he has to say. After that,
Hey, we got a squad today, don't we? Right? We got a team. We have to knock down our shots, be aggressive. What's Em doing? What's Jordan doing? We're getting to the rim. They're going to foul us, especially in their press. Their press is nothing special, but we need to more patient, make good passes. Okay? We need that cut, and then we're going. We can run on these guys. Got to push it. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, cats!
Great advice by Coach Lumen. I think he's excited about this game. We've got some good competition out on the court right now.
What I was going to tell you, Melissa, is that the Old Abes have 5-team fouls already.
Mm-hmm.
There's just under 10 minutes left in the ball game, so that press is creating some turnovers for them, but it's also adding up some fouls as well. That ball was stolen by Kendra Shea all the way to the rack. Was that Pete again, number 22?
I think so.
I was looking down at my roster, and Jordan Pete has scored the last 6 points for Memorial. They take a 10-point lead, 14-4, with 9:27 left in the first half. Foul is on number 22. That's Jordan Pede, the freshman guard. Her first, but team sixth. And number 21.
I believe that's her second, Greg.
Yep,
it is
her
her second. Yep. Thank you, J-Dub. Yeah. And number 21, Hadley Ska, comes in for the Old Abes. 9:27 left in the first half. Once again, Old Abes up by 10. Lily Burke going to work. Randleman inside to the dancer. She got away with a travel, but no call and no basket. Rebounded by Callie Mitchell. Wide open under the basket is Ska and the Old Abes have been open a few times under the basket for wide open looks. Lily Burke, a nice pass outside to Rixman. Rixman up, and you can count that one. Allie Rixman from about 15 feet. Nice dish from Lily Burke.
Wildcats 6, Old Abes 16, 8:43 left in the first half. Take a minute to thank our sponsors, First National Bank of River Falls, Prescott, and on the University of Wisconsin River Falls campus. They sponsor all of River Falls sports.
Nice defense by Randleman. Loose ball picked up by McKinley.
Equally good defense by Daphne there, and when that girl before, not this time, but before as well.
They're going to call a foul on Allie Rixman.
That's the second team foul for the Wildcats.
Back in for the Wildcats, number 23, Jordan Torres, and number 5, she's alive, Cheyenne Wilson. Brian Sinaraski's favorite number, by the way.
Oh, really?
That's what he was in high school. That's his favorite number. Nice left hand by McKinley. No good. Rebounded. Here come the Wildcats. 8:14 left in the first half. Old Abe's up by 10. Jordan Torres wheels and deals. She gets her own rebound. Lily Burke with an errant pass picked up by the Old Abes. Here comes Ska.
It looks like Hadley is Sko.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pronounced Sko, like sailboat. Sko.
No,
sort of like Skull Vikes.
Like what? The sailboat, isn't there a...
I don't know. That's out of my pay range, Justin.
There's Hadley, Sko. All the way to the rack with the steal and the layup. And the Old Abes are up by 12, 7:23 left in the first half.
We've got Tina Torres tuning in. Todd Rokamp, coach, thanks for watching today. Rob Derry.
Cheyenne Wilson for 3, just off the front iron. Rebounded by McKinley. McKinley's been active down low, both on the boards and with the buckets. She curls around, up and good off the glass again. The First National bank shot is open for McKinley. She's on fire, and so are the rest of the Old Abes. It's 20-6 with 6:50 left in the ball game. In the first half.
We got to get away from the one little drive and a shot going up. Got to get some offense here.
It has been a
good
one
looks.
pass, one shot.
Yeah.
It has.
We look a little flustered out there right now.
Nice pass from McKinley. Over
Now
to
we can
Scope.
drive.
And just off the mark, Lily Burke with the rebound. She does like a little Euro step. Right-handed up, no good.
Good idea. She had 2 defenders on her.
Boy, Scope, I tell you what.
Offensive with the push, I believe.
Mr. Gary Campbell, the referee, is going to call Scope with a offensive push, player control foul. That's a 17 foul, but no free throws, no 1-and-1 bonus on the player control fouls as the Wizard of Oz, Emily Van Osdel, comes back in for the Wildcats. Coach Lumen's going to take a timeout.
Should we tune in, Greg?
Yes, we should, Melissa.
Okay, how are they getting their baskets?
Screens.
Just easy stuff. We need to get a hand in their face. If they're getting in the lane, they're putting it up. Right? We don't have. They're just getting a bunch of layups. Our defense is good on all their actions, but now they're making the shots. We need to get into them. It's not good enough to be right here. Okay? And then offense, we got to get in the paint. We got to get in the paint. We can't drive and kick, but we got to get in the paint. We got to go back to that. We need some points. Let's go.
Scott's up 3, 1, 2, 3, Cats! Set.
So, Coach Lumen talking about getting back, and one thing I was, he had a good segue because I was just about to say that Memorial is they get the rebound and they go. I mean they're getting down, they're beating us back down the court.
Coming out in a little 2-3 zone here. Switch it up a little bit. Maybe not.
No, looked like it, Justin.
Inside to Torres, stripped away and recovered by McKinley. Here come the old Abes. Justin, what is an old Abe? What is that?
It is an eagle.
Oh,
Yeah.
The eagle back in the day.
I was thinking it was like a big oak tree, but
No,
would be a good
it is
mascot,
an
too.
eagle. That's why it's the eagle's nest is their
Gotcha.
home court.
Okay. Versus the doghouse.
Justin Wilson, our resident Eau Claire.
Good defense for
Trivia
the
man.
Wildcats there.
Nice shot by
rebound.
Burrell, rebounded by Torres.
Get our offense set up here.
Yeah, they're playing a little matchup zone, like Justin said. Just covering an area, man-to-man. Number
Nice
30,
job. There we
Callie
go.
Mitchell's just kind of camping out down there, helping out, but Jordan Torres wheels and deals, slices and dices, Melissa.
Yes.
And puts in
4:53
two.
left to go in the first half. Let's see what our Wildcats can do here defensively.
Old Abe's up by 12, 20-8. Nice cut. They have that play down pat.
They
Burrell
do.
for
They
2
do. I think
from
they've
Jordan
scored
Peed.
4 times on that. 3 or 4
At
times.
least.
Yeah.
That's a nice backdoor pick. Burke for 3 is going to be off to the left and short.
Good hustle by Rixman.
Now in for Memorial, number 2, Annika Skolos. In for the Wildcats, number 10, Becca the Nature Girl Randleman. And the dancer, number 15, Daphne Whiter. I don't know if the Randlemans, I still like the name Chewbacca, but again, it's junior varsity. They have to wait till they get to varsity to get their true official nickname.
Official.
But the Nature Girl was good luck for her in the last game.
It was.
Randleman was rebounding and hitting threes and all over the place. Speaking of the nice hustle by both teams, picked up by Torres. Torres is
Nice.
Good little left there.
nice little left-handed scoop shot by Jordan Torres. Brings the Wildcats within 12. 3:44 left in the first half.
Great control of the basketball. Good footwork. Really nice basketball by Jordan Torres there.
Got to bump that cutter and sink on the inside when they do that little back screen.
Stolen by Torres. She goes left again.
10 Wildcats, 22 Old Abe's, 3:20 left in the first half.
Callie Mitchell for the Old Abe's.
There you go,
Definitely
Lily.
a presence down low for Memorial. She looks like she's about 6'2", 6'3". Mm-hmm. Becca Randman's all of 5'10", and Mitchell towers over here. Daphne Whiter is about 5'10" as well. And
yeah, she's tall.
got her by almost a full head.
And she's a sophomore.
See, I'd like us to sink middle right there. There you go. Keep that middle, that low side filled up.
In for the Wildcats right now, Burke, Whiter, Van Osdel, Torres, and Randleman. Nice quick move by number 10, Kendra Shea. She scoots herself all the way to the hole, and they're going to call a foul on
Lily.
number 24, Lily Burke, her first, team third. Kendra Shea showed some serious quickness right there off the dribble.
She did.
Back in for the Old Abe's, number 21, Hadley Sco.
It's Scow. It rhymes
is.
with cow.
Oh, well, I thought you told me Sco earlier.
I was wrong.
Oh, no, I thought you said like a parent texted in.
Well, I was.
Scow, okay. Well, that
it's Scow, like
okay.
cow.
Got
Yes.
ya. Whiter and Mitchell were battling down low.
You gotta get some ball movement. Too much dribbling. Make that
There we
corner
go.
and dish.
There we go.
There we go.
Randleman baseline. Nice
Good
pass
pass.
over to Whiter. Back out to Torres. Torres for three.
It's
Nothing but
good.
the bottom of the net. Justin Wilson dialed up some ball movement, and the Wildcats did just that as they're down by 10, 23-13 with 1:58 left in the first half.
We just need to outwork them here in the last 2 minutes.
There we go. Lily picking up her defense there, getting after it.
We need some good defense here.
Nice cut again. Nice ball hesitation fake by
It was.
Mitchell. Whiter, the dancer, goes flying by. And Mitchell up and good for two. 25-13. Old Abe's in the lead. 1:35 left in the first half. Randleman with a pump fake of her own. Wildcats doing a much better job of
Nice.
distributing the ball inside to Torres. Torres up and good for two, Melissa.
Within 10 now, 1:20 left to go. Old Abe's 25, Wildcats 15. I like the basketball that the Wildcats are playing right now. We just need to stop them on the other end of the court. And as Todd Rokamp chimed in, need to bump the cutter when they get in the lane. We spent many a nights in the Greenwood Elementary gym teaching some
right
of these
here,
girls
that number. Yeah.
to
You gotta
do
play
just
that
that.
screen on the other side. Stay inside.
The dancer, Daphne Whiter, is active down on the block trying to defend a taller Mitchell. Burrell working down low. She kicks it back out to Shea.
36 seconds left.
And Annika Skolos hits the reset button before Coach Lane Whitena. How do you say that?
I think
Whitena is going to call a timeout.
that sounds good.
Let's see what Coach Lumen has to say.
Hey, good recovery. We're lucky we got Jordan on our team right now, right? She's going to the basket. And again, when are we going to be upset enough to like talk on defense? When are we going to get mad enough that we're giving up such easy points that we're going to get mad enough that we're just going to talk, that we're going to do those little things, right? When are we going to do those? All right, 30 seconds, finish the half. Finish it. They don't get a bucket here, all right?
Cats on 3, 1, 2, 3, Cats!
So Coach Lumen, Melissa, talking about some communication on defense, and then there's been a lot of backdoor baseline cuts to the basket wide open for, I would say, like you said, it was probably 4 or 5 times. So that's the
Or more
difference in
now.
the ball game right now. It's about a 10-point 10 points of that.
And they're easy baskets.
But also, you got to give credit to Memorial, the Old Abe's, executing well on their offense, and they're running it as Coach Lane's dialing it up.
It's fairly textbook right now for the Old Abes.
McKinley will inbound to Skolos. 30 seconds left in the first half. Boy, Hadley Scow, I love the way she handles the ball. Her aggressiveness going into the middle of the lane. She's a nice player.
13 seconds left. Good defense by our Wildcats right now.
Wide
There
open
it is
again down on the block. Kendra Shea, but good
4
defense
seconds.
by Torres.
2 seconds.
That's a good play right there.
It was.
Hadley Scow went to the rack, jumped up, nice little jump shot in the lane. Wildcats lucky that it just rolled in and out. 10-point Old Abe lead at the break, 25-15. We're going to take about a 10-minute break and visit the facilities and come back for half number 2 in just a few minutes.
Benchwarmers broadcast back live with you tonight, where the River Falls Wildcats are taking on the Eau Claire Memorial Old Abe's JV game. Started at 5:45. Got 2 minutes to go till the second half starts. So, Greg, what kind of advice do you think Coach Lumen gave our Cats in the locker room at halftime?
Well, I think it was maybe communicating and being more active on defense. Kind of like Justin just said when we were our mics were muted there for a little bit. He was 100% right on either getting around, talking, either getting around it, getting under it, getting over it, but just fighting through the screen and talking. And if you do get screened, talking to your defender and, not letting somebody have a wide open layup. You got to protect the basket first, right, J-Dub?
Yeah, they're getting that double screen down there, and we're jumping it, and we're trying to play on top of it over the top, and they just simply slip it into the middle, and they're wide open.
I mean, you can do what they're doing if the pick's up here at the top of the key.
Yep.
But if you do that same thing down by the basket, you're going to give up an easy 2 points. And that's really been, I think, the difference in the ballgame. The Old Abes are shooting at probably, it's a guess here, but shooting at probably about a 60% clip, and they're shooting from about 3 feet. And, we've taken some shots from a little outside, and we've picked it up a little bit better. We were ice cold early, but have picked up the shooting. Allie Ricksman had a good jumper, and
Jordan Torres has been doing a good job taking it to the hoop. Yeah,
Jordan Torres has hit a couple of shots. So we're still in the ball game.
Yeah. I would, I'd like to see them start to make the Old Abes shoot from outside and see what happens there. And if they start to, make some of those, well, they're good. They're a good ball club. But I'd like to see a little bit of that in the second half as well. Kind of see what kind of outside game they have, those lower percentage shots. Yeah, we've got some other shout-outs. Rachel Rosedal Kasprick is watching with her grandparents in Rochester today. Jim and Emily Paulson are tuning in from Orlando, Florida. And then we've got a mom, number 2. It's pronounced Annika, I think, Skolos. So
Annika.
Annika, okay.
Annika, yep, Annika. So it's got that H.
I was going to say, yes.
H
I think
there.
I was saying Skolos, but Annika, I got you.
Yeah, Annika. We've got Coach.
Like Annika Sorenstam, like the golfer.
Sorensen. Yeah, for sure. Josh Lassie's tuning in. Coach Lassie, Tina Torres. Thanks for tuning in. Tammy Roberts from Stewartville. Jackson Scow, a parent from Memorial. So thanks everybody for tuning in today. We're excited to bring this broadcast to you. I'm Melissa Wilson on color. We've got Greg Peters leading the show. Justin Wilson is the tech guy behind the scenes, and then Jenna Peters on camera. So thanks for tuning in, everybody.
If any of the Memorial Old Abe fans have any good information they want to share, it, some good stories or good information about your kids out there, please do. It'd be what we're trying to do here is celebrate high school girls basketball, and we try to call it even Steven from both sides of the court.
Sometimes we get a little bit more on the River Falls side. But hey, what do you know?
Especially if it's our kid, we might get a little more excited about that. But it's the best volunteer job I've ever had.
I have a sneaky suspicion that the old Abe fans watching in have no idea which daughter yours is. You guys do a good job of that. There's a
you too.
Shot no good by Lily Burke, rebounded by Allison Durkop.
All right, let's see if we can play a little bit more, bring a little bit more intensity here this second half.
Wildcats are in their man-to-man defense.
Jenna Peters came in. She was here just a tad tardy. She's on camera tonight for us. She was driving her youngest daughter to volleyball practice. They just started back up today. Down inside to Annika Skolos for 2 points.
I feel like I've seen that before, Greg.
And the Old Abes are up by 12. Nice baseline jumper by Cheyenne Wilson just off the front of the iron. Boy, I tell you what, Cheyenne Wilson's about 3 inches from having 7 to 8 points. She's at just off the mark on 3 shots. 2 threes and a 2. Randleman guarding Burrell. On the court for the Wildcats, Wilson, Van Osdol, Randleman, Burke, and Torres. Inside, nice defense by Wilson. Old Abe's working some clock. 14:34 left in the second half. Justin, how's the clock working?
It's working.
We're back. We're back in business,
Nicely
baby.
Nicely done.
Nice drive by Scow.
Good help by
Stolen
Cheyenne.
by Cheyenne Wilson. Number 5 is alive. She wheels, deals, and kicks it over to Jordan Torres. Ball stolen by Duerkop, and here comes the old Abes. I guess you should say, here come the old Abes.
That's right.
Old Abes is plural, correct, Melissa?
Abes.
Hadley
I
Scow
don't know.
thinks about shooting, pulls back, and
Yeah, I think it's plural.
it
Old
is.
Abe.
Unless
Old
you're Mike,
Abes.
unless you're Mike Cayley.
Let's go
He
back.
pronounces every mascot singularly.
Does he?
Yeah, him and Clem Haskins. That was a nice left hand by Hadley Scow.
I went to Clem Haskins basketball camp when I was a kid. Nice.
There's a
Lily
three-pointer by Lily Burke. Nothing but the bottom of the net.
Burke. There we
She
go.
needed that. She
did.
she needed a
Pulls the
little confidence in
Wildcats
her
within
shooting.
11,
Here we go. Let's
13-22
play-
left in the ball game.
Let's play some good defense here, Wildcats.
Yeah, Mike Cayley and Clem Haskins, they just kind of stopped the word right at the end before the S. There's McKinley from way downtown.
Oh, great.
Rebounded high is Lily Burke. And I was just about to say
Good hustle.
Allison Duerkop is coming in strong from behind. And she tips it out of bounds. It'll stay here, Wildcat ball. Now in for the Wildcats, number 20, Brooklyn Bishop.
Lily Burke has quite the vertical. She can jump. She definitely out-jumped for that rebound.
Coach Lumen
effort.
sending in Bishop for maybe a little spark from the outside. They had some opportunities and hit, and Brooklyn Bishop does that well. On cue, Brooklyn Bishop for 3. No good, rebounded by Torres. And I tell you what, number 20, Allison Duerkop, every time somebody brings that ball down low, down in the paint,
She is a workhorse
Duerkop
down
comes and knocks it out. She's going to get called with a foul there, though. That's the first team foul on Memorial. And they don't have Duerkop's fouls up yet. There's another three-point attempt by Burke. No good. Rebounded by the Wizard of Oz, Emily Van Osdel. She kicks it over to Torres. Torres is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2 shots.
But it's good to see. We're starting to run some more offense here. Getting a little bit more into the paint, kickouts.
Just overall, I think we're playing better basketball this half so far.
Torres up and good for her first attempt. In for the old Abes, number 22, Jordan Peed. Peed had a spurt in the first half, Melissa, where she had 6 points right in a row, and it was all Peed all of the time.
God, she's only a freshman.
Torres' second attempt is good, but they're going to call her with a lane violation. She stepped over the line or toe tapped it.
Line jumped out at her.
And that second free throw attempt was null and void. 2:26 left in the second half.
There you go.
Old Abe's up by 10, 29-19. There's Pete inside again, and like a firecracker, she lights it up as soon as she walks on the court. All the way to the hole, Emily Van Osdel. No good. Rebounded by McKinley. There's Pete once again. She stops, pops, no good, but gets her own rebound.
In for the Wildcats right now. We've got Cheyenne Wilson, Emily Van Osdal, Lily Burke, Jordan Torres, and Brooklyn Bishop.
Nice strong move by Hadley Scow. The ref underneath the basket missed it, but Gary Campbell called it correctly from the half-court line. And Scow will go to the line for 1 shot. The old-fashioned three-pointer, Melissa.
Yes.
Scow up and good. She's having a nice ball game for sure. Referee timeout.
Substitution.
In for the old Abes, number 10, Kendra Shea.
Emily Van Osdal bringing the ball up the court for the Wildcats.
Lily Burke for 3 from the right side, no good, and it will be Memorial ball. I wonder if Callie Mitchell's going to be playing the first and second halves for the varsity, as I have not seen her yet.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Timeout. Coach Lumen and the Wildcats.
Because what are we doing when they're standing with the ball up top looking to make that pass? We're right here. That's not defense, right? That's why those passes are so easy for them. Hand in their face, other one's moving, ready to steal. Okay? We need ball pressure because then they can't make those entry passes. All right? No more layups. Let's go.
Cats on 3, 1 to the Cats!
Well, there's a timeout by Coach Lumen and the Wildcats. I've been very impressed with the Old Abe JV squad for sure.
Mm-hmm. Disciplined group, play well as a team, patience, taking their time, running the offense.
Ooh. Good players too. Very impressed with.
Good defense by Lily Burke. Good help by Cheyenne Wilson.
Wilson guarding McKinley out front. Cheyenne Wilson playing some tough D on Pede.
Let's watch what happens in the lane here.
There we go. Sink that middle.
There we go.
Wildcats getting around the screens a little bit better than they were in the first half.
That's great to see.
And on cue, Kendra Shea flashes in the paint. She was wide open, but foul on the floor. I believe they called that on Cheyenne Wilson. That's her second, team second. The dancer, Daphne Whiter, will come in for number 5, Cheyenne. On the court for River Falls, Burke, Torres, Whiter.
Good
blocked.
job.
I'm sorry, that's Brooklyn Bishop. Blocked by Bishop. It's Wildcat ball. Torres all the way to the hole. Up and good from about 4 feet. That brings the Wildcats within 13. 10:25 left in the second half. Nice defense by Jordan Torres. Annika Skolos wheeling and dealing, defended well by Burke. She makes a nice pass down low. Great idea.
Emily Van Osdal taking the ball up. She pulls it out, run the offense.
Torres over to Burke. Burke inside. Blocked by, there's Mitchell back in the game. Jordan Torres for 3, no good. Rebounded by Mitchell. Here come the Old Abes. Nice flash again in the paint. That's Annika Skolos. She is going to be fouled. Who was she fouled on?
I believe that's on Brooklyn.
Oh, Brooklyn Bishop's called with the foul. And Annika Skolos will go to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, I was wrong. It was Daphne.
Daphne.
And that's Daphne's second.
Allie Rixman now in for the Wildcats. She replaces the Wizard of Oz, Emily Van Osdal. Skolos up and good for her second attempt. Back in for the Old Abes, number 21, Hadley Scow. And who else came in? I think number 20, Allison Duerkop, I believe. There's players running all over the place, Melissa. You look down for 2 seconds to get a name, and they moved when you look back up. Rixman to Burke. Burke for 3. You could count that one. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Wildcats are crawling back into this, down 12 with just a hair over 9 minutes left in the ball game. Nice move. Nice move to the hole by Kendra Shea. Wildcats knocked it out of her
out.
hands, and Shea recovered, but her foot was on the line. Wildcat ball. Back in for the Wildcats, number 5, Cheyenne Wilson. So you got Randleman, Burke, Rixman, and Wilson and Bishop. Bishop over in the corner.
There we go.
Randleman all the way to the rack. Up and no good. Rebounded by Peed. Here come the Old Abes. Peed, nice pass out to Shea.
I think we've got, here we go.
Shea makes, Peed makes extremely hard, fast cuts to the basket. I like how the way she moves without the ball. And Peed got the loose ball.
She's just
She's
out hustling.
no good.
Out hustling everybody out there right now.
She's working hard. It's fun to watch.
I mean, Peed comes off a screen and she's going 100 miles an hour, and that's one reason why they're getting open.
Yeah.
They're hard cuts.
And that kind of effort's catchy, right?
Contagious.
Contagious.
It's Old Abe 22 instead of COVID-19. Old Abe 22.
Or 20.
Back in for the Old Abes, number 2, Annika Skolos. Knocked out of bounds by Skolos. It's going to stay Wildcat ball. Old Abe still up by 12, 36-24, 8 minutes remaining in the second half. Cheyenne Wilson up top, inside to Torres, over to a wide open alley. Rixman,
Nice
count
jumper.
that basket. Rixman, 2 for 2 from the outside. And the Wildcats creeping back in this one. Down by 10. Tipped by Bishop, but secured by Peed. Nice help side defense by Rixman.
Nice hustle there.
Yeah. Way to battle underneath.
Cheyenne Wilson battling down low for the loose ball rebound,
Yeah.
but tipped out of bounds by the Wildcats. Now back in for River Falls, number 24, Lily Burke.
You know, one thing, if you're a youth basketball player watching this game, the Eau Claire Memorial team does a really good job setting screens. There's a purpose to every screen that they are setting, and they do a really good job of getting in position and being in the right place. They don't just run somewhere and stand there, which you see sometimes in basketball. They do an excellent job, and I hope that when this JV team, our JV team, the Wildcats, break this down, they talk about that when they look at this film and kind of see that and learn from that.
Cheyenne Wilson doing a heck of a job guarding the much taller Callie Mitchell.
How did she get that up? She's something. That was a great play.
Allison Duerkop with the hoop and the hack. She'll go to the line for one shot. Just when it seems like the Wildcats are going to creep back into the ballgame, Memorial answers with not one, but not two, but three from Duerkop. Old Abe's up 39-26, up 13 with 6:57 left in the ballgame.
We've got Ann McKinley, a grandma from Eau Claire, tuning in too. Thanks for watching tonight, Ann.
Wildcats throwing around the top. Torres to the basket, blocked by Mitchell and recovered by Duerkop. Duerkop guarded by Lily Burke. Pump fake twice by Scow. But the Wildcats hold their ground. It'll stay here. Memorial ball. In for the Old Abes, number 12, Candace Burrell. And back in for the Wildcats, number 13, Emily Van Osdel.
6:20 left in the second half. Want to thank our sponsor, First National Bank of River Falls, Prescott, and on the UWRF campus at
Mitchell,
the University Center.
Tough to stop down low. The 6'3 sophomore gets Burrell's putback 4-2. Three-pointer by Burke, no good. Rebounded by Burrell and Torres. Jump ball will be Memorial ball. When the Old Abes get the Twin Towers down low, Burrell and Mitchell, been tough to stop for the Wildcats. Pede guarded by Wilson.
It's good talk there.
Good defense by number 5, Cheyenne Wilson, right there on the switch, and can hear the girls talking on defense. Number 20 all the way to the rack. Allison Duerkop with a miss, but rebounded by Pede. Her putback is good. 43-26, Old Abes taking control of this one with 4:56 left in the second half.
Timeout.
Full timeout. Coach Lumen and the Wildcats. Let's dive in and see what they have to say, Melissa.
Okay, we got ball right here. Okay, state action. Clear out. Try to lob it in. Jordan, you're right here. Does that make sense? Okay, so state, clear out, get nice and wide. Okay, this top girl, after you set this screen, pop out, clear out, give Jordan all the room she can. Try to lob it into her. Okay? If it's not there, just get the ball in. Does that make sense? Okay?
So you want me on this block? Down there?
Yeah, so you're in the near block.
Yeah.
Okay, post your girl up. Everyone, clear out. Okay? Defensively, we need to get up. If the refs aren't counting, we're not close enough. Okay, we need to go for steals. Last 5 minutes, we're full court press the whole way.
Okay.
We're up the whole time. Okay? We need to get steals. If you lunge, we need to rotate out of it.
Yeah.
Right? We need to help. Okay, but we need buckets. Let's go.
Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3, cats!
Well, Melissa, you never, any coach, I mean, no coach ever wants to be down by 15, 16, whatever it is, but sometimes, especially early in your high school career, it's not a bad thing to see how the girls respond, and down 43-26. Let's see what the Wildcats have for us. Well, there's
Nice.
Cheyenne Wilson from way downtown. Number 5 is alive, and the Wildcats get a 3 and put on, and it's a timeout.
Nice.
Timeout,
nice.
Old Abes.
I like the effort and intensity there.
They responded.
5-second call. Great D, White. Great D, okay? We're up like that. Up again. Get a stop. We get an offense. I'll call a timeout. I got a set for us. It's going to get us a bucket. Okay? Lily, you more comfortable going right hand or left hand?
Right.
Okay. Let's go.
Cats on
Big
3.
D.
1, 2, 3, cats!
An emphatic right hand for Lily Burke.
I would have said right, too.
I talked to.
I don't know. What would you have said, Justin?
Right, I would've said
what would you
right.
have said, Greg?
I think it was a unanimous, emphatic right. That's okay. You got to do what you got to do to get the job done during game time. You work on your game and practice, and you do what you got to do during the game to get it done.
She's done a better job going left.
Yeah, she has.
Oh, yeah,
She has.
for sure. She was listening. We've got our furthest listener ever in Australia, Bob Van Osdal, tuning in right now. Thanks for tuning in, Bob.
Out of bounds on Burrell. It'll be Wildcat ball. Let's see if we can get this game for Wildcat fans out there. They're going to try to get this. Wildcats are going to try to get this thing into single digits.
I like
see what
it.
happens.
I love that idea. Let's work hard here.
Finish off the game strong. There's Cheyenne Wilson, fresh off her three-pointer. She slices and dices in the lane just off the back iron. Good take by Wilson.
That's a good take.
Good hard D by Lily Burke. Lily Burke with the steal. Up and
That was fun.
strong move to the basket. She's fouled by Annika Skolos. Burke will get the hoop and the hack. She'll
Good
go to the
effort by
line for
Burke.
one shot. Back in for the Old Abes. Number 30, Callie Mitchell. Burke's free throw up and good.
Nice.
Wildcats.
So Lumen's taking a timeout. Talk about that set I think he wanted to put together.
Okay, full court on D. When we come back on O, right, they're in their 2, they're in their zone. Okay, Lily, start low. We're looking to screen for Lily and get her shots. Okay, so that means we're probably screening the bottom. Lily, pop out, hit her. Let's hit a shot. Okay, but we need buckets. We need quick pressure, steals, right? Lily, yep, so start under the hoop.
Down there?
Yeah, so we're having here. We're looking to screen to get Lily shots.
Got it.
Okay, let's go.
Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3, cats.
Well, I tell you what, number 5, Cheyenne Wilson, better be ready too, because if Lily Burke comes in and they get a little double team, Cheyenne Wilson better be ready to get a pass out wide for a 3. Her 3-pointer looked very good. Her take into the middle of the lane was a great take. Good shot. Wildcats got a little life in them with the full court man-to-man press, and they set up shop again. Van Osdol, good hard defense, making Hadley Scow work.
Won't help.
But I tell you what, Hadley Scow knows how to work. Loose ball recovered by Memorial. Annika Skolos dishes it over to Scow, who hits the reset button for the Old Abes. Jordan Torres fights over the screen. There's a 3-point attempt from Scow, no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats, and they're going to call a foul on Candace Burrell.
I'm not sure about that one, but I think we'll take it.
Old Abes have 6 fouls. The Wildcats have 4.
Coach Lumen's taking every timeout in his pocket, and he's burning them. You can't take them with you.
You get 20 of them now. You know?
You can't take them with you.
Catch your breath. Catch your breath.
You get 1 extra.
Okay, this was an extra timeout to get
half.
some rest because for the next 3.5 minutes we're going. Okay, so we need to make ourselves feel good right now. Make yourself feel good. You're not tired. You're not tired. You need to make yourself feel like that. All right. We know what we're doing on offense, and then we're crashing hard. We need everyone crashing to get boards. All right. Pressing the whole time. We know what we're doing. We got to close out. Right? Get up. Get up. If the ref's not counting, you're not close enough. Right? We can, maybe next time out, if we're close enough, we can come pull a trap. Okay? But let's get this one. We got to knock down a shot first.
Cats on 3. 1, 2, 3, cats.
Let's go.
Well, Justin and Melissa, I apologize. About a couple minutes ago when we were down by about, 16, 17 points, something like that. And I was talking about just having be a good, just to see if we responded well and finish strong and, get within single digits. And the Wildcats wanted none of that comment. They're looking for more than single digits.
That's right.
We could have ourselves a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go.
Torres into the middle of the lane. She goes up, blocked by Callie Mitchell. But I think they're going to get her with the body. Mm-hmm. Yep, foul is on Mitchell. And Jordan Torres will go to the line for 2 shots. 3:18 left in the ball game. Wildcats looking to bring this one to single digits, but first one up, no good. Short off the front of the iron. Torres' second free throw up and good. Wildcats down by 10. Once again, the full court press by the Wildcats.
No.
Van Oslo got away with a little hand tug. Nice pass in the lane, and Callie Mitchell up for 2 points. There's a steal by Burrell over to Skolos. And here come the Old Abes.
I like the fights we're still seeing in the JV Wildcats right now.
Skolos taking it up against Torres. No good. Rebounded by Torres. Here come the Wildcats. 2:35 left in the ball game. And I believe Coach Lane from Memorial takes a 30-second timeout.
That's what I thought, but how?
Okay.
We had possession.
Lily down here
Yeah,
again.
possession.
Once we get in, M here.
No, it
Jordan this side. We got Shine. Who else is in? Becca. Okay. Shine, Becca, you were looking to double screen this bottom. Jordan, you're looking to single screen that bottom. Lily, you got your choice.
Okay.
Okay. So you can come off the double, come off the single. M, get her a good pass for a shot. Let's go.
Cats on 3, 1, 2, 3, cats.
that was a timeout on our side.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It was Lumen. Okay. So the fans know each coach gets one extra 30-second timeout per half.
We seem like we've taken about 8.
I know.
I didn't think we had any left. That's when
We
he
got
said, "Hey,
one more after this.
are you
Do we
serious?"
really?
Yeah, according
Yeah.
to the
Okay,
fancy
yeah.
new board up there.
Oh, yeah.
Old Abe's have 4. River Falls has 1.
All right, let's attack here, Wildcats.
A lot of TV timeouts. Lily Burke for 3. No good. Rebounded by Van Osdol.
Nice.
I didn't see the foul either. Neither did Callie Mitchell, but the referee did. And Callie Mitchell will be called for her 3rd foul. That'll be the team 8th. And Van Osdol will go to the line to complete the old school 3-point play. Sometimes when you're refereeing, Melissa, you anticipate.
Yes.
And Van
Hey.
Osdol was coming in wide open, and Callie Mitchell did come over there, but she
Hey.
stood up straight, but she
The
got
ref-
called for the foul.
That's all right. The referees are getting paid. We're not.
Van Osdol has her hands all over Hadley Scow, but they do call her for the foul. That'll be the 5th team foul on River Falls. They cut it to within 9. It hasn't been under 10 for quite some time.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, need to get some good defense, get a stop here or a steal.
Yeah, good hustle by Torres.
Good hustle by Pete as well. Touched out of bounds last by Torres. It will be Memorial ball. 2:14 left in the ball game. Memorial up by 9, stolen by Van Osdol, picked up by Burke. Gary Campbell calls a push in the back from the other side of the court. Jordan Torres will go to the line for 1 shot as River Falls is in the bonus. 1-1, excuse me. 45-36, 2:09 left in the second half. And Torres at the line to try to bring the Cats
Nice.
within 7.
I forgot to stop the clock, so we're a little off here.
Oh, 2:09 left in the second.
There was a bar in Bemidji, Minnesota called Bar 209.
Really?
Had outstanding hamburgers.
Awesome. Nice, Torres.
Second free throw attempt by Torres. Up and good. Wildcats down by, I guess, 8. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, not with the body. Good help
Good
defense
kick
there.
out to Mitchell. Mitchell up and good. Boy, Mitchell's answered every time the Wildcats
She's
have
got a
scored here
nice-
lately.
She's got a nice shot.
She does. Nice to see her
30-second
shooting
timeout
from
by
outside,
Coach
too.
Lane. And 1:57 left in the second half. We'll dive in.
Grab a seat if you need it.
Get some water.
Little did we know the Wildcats would be getting about 4
Same
more
thing.
rests.
Double screen, single screen, Lily for the shot.
3:31.
Right? And then we're crashing
Sorry.
hard. Good job, Adam, on that board. All right. If they're dribbling up to the corner, Shy, you were there. Step up, we're trapping. Okay, then we got to rotate around.
Got it.
All right. Come on, we got this. We got this. We need to put points in though. Knock down shots. Knock down shots. Let's go.
It's good to see both teams still staying active and making this a little bit of a game. The old Abe's really had taken over for the majority of the game, and now it's becoming a little bit more of a game. It's a little bit more of a fun, more exciting second half.
Oh, yeah. We've got some little girls in Whitefish Bay watching tonight. Audrey and Abigail Punzenberger, along with their mom, Lindsay. Thanks for tuning in from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Milwaukee, the good land.
It is. I don't know about you, Greg, but I think I'm still going to call it Miller Park. What do you think?
Is it not called Miller Park anymore?
American Family.
Oh, they
Insurance
did, huh?
Park. Yeah, yeah. Making the change.
I did not know that.
I think I'll still call it Miller Park.
Burke baseline, kicks it back out to Torres. She recovers her own shot,
Good hustle.
fires up a three, hits the top of the backboard, not called. Torres with the rebound.
What is the rule on that? I get confused. If it hits and goes over the backboard, isn't that out of bounds?
I thought if it hits any part of it.
I know if it hits the
string,
the
or
straps,
yeah.
you know, I guess if it hits the top of the backboard, I think it's still.
But I felt like this weekend in the boys' game, they called it if it hit the top of the backboard. That happened once or twice.
I don't want to.
I don't know.
Overstep my boundaries on that, but I think it's out of bounds. But sometimes they change rules here and there.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
we'll find out. We'll have maybe Dan Torres will find that rule out for us. Lily Burke
Good
with the
hustle.
rebound, battling down low. Torres and Scow. Wildcats will retain possession with the on the jump ball.
Minute 34 to go in this game.
A wide open Becca Randleman for three off the front iron. Nice follow rebound by Cheyenne Wilson and rebounded by Burke as well. Boy, Coach Lumen instructed his Wildcats to crash the boards on every shot, and they are doing as told. A host of offensive rebounds by the Wildcats here in the waning minutes of this ball game. Lily Burke for two free throws off the back iron, no good. 1:26 left in the ball game. And the Old Abe's up by 8. Burke up and good.
Second one's good.
Cuts the lead to 7. The press is on once again. Hadley Scow, the best ball handler for Memorial, taking care of business for her club.
Good decision there.
Pede wisely decides to not shoot the wide open three and just work some clock.
Get up there, Becca.
Good trap there.
Memorial taking care of the ball. Wildcats playing tough D, but
Yeah.
Memorial
Got to get a
playing
foul or two.
solid.
Here.
All the way to the hole goes Jordan Pede. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. 52 seconds left in this one. Memorial up by 7. Entertaining basketball game, to say.
Good game.
Pete's free throw, no good.
I'm excited already to watch these two play again.
Pete's second attempt off the back iron. Rebounded by Randleman, but recovered by Torres. Torres kind of working her way to the basket. She throws up an errant left-handed skyhook backwards. Just trying to get something done. That's a time in the ballgame right there where you drive in and then dish it out because you need some threes and try to find your wide-open sharpshooters out on the outside. Memorial now in the bonus as Chloe McKinley comes in for the Wildcats, or for the Old Abes. Allison Duerkop at the line for 1-1. Her first shot up and good. Duerkop's second free throw, nothing but the bottom of the net. She has a good-looking stroke from out there. Cheyenne Wilson for 3 from the right side, no good, but she gets her own rebound. Up, no good. Rebounded.
Good hustle by Van Osdal.
By Scow. Van Osdal with the reach in on Scow. Scow's going to head to the line for 1-1.
Backs
Randleman
out.
with the rebound.
Good rebound.
Touch last by Annika Skolos.
Couple shout outs here before we wrap up this game. We've got Paula Peterson tuning in. Rob Derry says heck of a game.
Bobby D.
Yeah. Laura Shea giving us some shout outs to the announcers.
Maybe
Thank
related
you.
to Kendra Shea.
I think so.
Laura,
yeah,
your daughter, or your relative, either Kendra, had
Yeah.
a nice ball game.
She did.
That girl's as quick as a cat.
It's our pleasure to bring this game to all of you since you can't be in the stands with us. So thanks for tuning in tonight. This was a great ball game. I'm gonna enjoy watching this one again, maybe a couple times, breaking it down.
Yeah, for Memorial too, Hadley Scow, she takes care of the ball, strong. Then Callie Mitchell, very very well down low. Also, Candace Burrell rebounded well. Jordan Peed had
Good game.
was the
Great
epitome
game.
of 110% hustle.
Yeah.
12 ticks remaining on the clock. Van Osdale throws in a fastball to Torres. And Allison Duerkop, doing what she does best,
3,
picks
2,
off a pass.
1 ball game.
And Skolos
Good
dribbles
game.
it out, dribbles the clock out. Ladies and gentlemen, there's your final Eau Claire Memorial 49, River Falls 40. Nice, well-fought, hard-played
That's
game. I was impressed with both teams tonight. River Falls, I was very impressed with the way they came back and still kept fighting in the second half. And also impressed from start to finish from the Old Abes.
Yeah. Really great basketball game. Old Abe's tough basketball team. What do they say? There's a lot of fight in the dog. I think with our Cats tonight, there was a lot of fight in the cat. They didn't give up. And
No, it was a good game.
I'm really proud of them for that. This was a fun JV basketball game to watch. Justin.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it would have been a lot more fun to see that intensity out of the Wildcats for two halves and be able to see a really, really good game, a good battle for two halves. But, I think they came to play a little bit more, had a little bit more excitement that second part of the second half, and a lot more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just to let some of the Memorial fans know, we have to shut this game down in this link, and you have to go back to YouTube and click on the link for the varsity game if you want to watch that game. So we're gonna put a big red bow on this broadcast, and
so Melissa Wilson, Greg Peters, Jenna Peters, Justin Wilson, we're going to sign off on this JV game, and then we'll be back with you for the varsity game.